As promised, this is the third and final video for Scent Club Mystery Box number 3. We dropped it 2 weeks ago, completely sold out in around 24 hours. We did a reveal video last Sunday, and today I'm talking about the discount codes for as many of the fragrances in the kit that I was able to gather, and maybe perhaps by the time the video airs, there will be a few more added to the info box, and also a link to the website to the product shows the discount codes as well. So find out about the discounts for Scent Club kit number 3 fragrances, plus a couple of house cleaning things that I wanted to talk to you about the kits coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's Sebastian. We're talking about the Scent Club Mystery Box number 3. This is actually not number 3. This is number 2. We've run out of number 3. As you can see, the fragrances are different in this kit. This is the one from last November. We tried to do the Advent calendar, but we ran out really quickly. We shipped out a lot of kits, and we're waiting on for some samples. Unfortunately, samples are a bit difficult to get because the counts were off. So we're waiting on some, and we have some fixes to do, some reshipments to do, and things like that. So those of you that had some issues with your kits, you'll receive your kits or your samples or missing samples and things like that within the next couple of weeks. So sorry about that. But just a couple of things I wanted to say before I discuss the discount code. So there were some complaints about some folks saying that you're not shipping international. But see, honestly, this was a pretty thick kit. So it's the box, the magazine, and here. So we can't really ship this regular service. Obviously, it's going to get stolen or lost. So we had to ship these priority, and shipping priority internationally is outrageously priced. But we did actually eventually end up putting some priority shipment possibilities, and some of you did end up buying the kits internationally. But generally, I think if the kits are going to be this big, we're going to just turn off the international, because the original kits are this size. So they go in a smaller envelope. Those are much easier to ship, but this was so big, we had, challenging time to not only set up the priority, but also, trying to do it as inexpensively as possible. The thing is, we're not one of those stores like Amazon. Definitely not, because we do these like approximately 350 to 400 kits. So we don't have the volume to get really great rates for shipping. So don't be disappointed. Unfortunately, we can't always offer the, the shipping to international. So, but we'll always have international available to most countries when we do these kits. And there should be another one dropped very soon. Stay tuned for that. So I received a couple of messages I wanted to go over. So most of the feedback was very positive on this kit, but one comment came in saying that I guess one sample out of the entire kit was something they liked, and then the opposite of that, one of the messages I received said this person's buying 18 out of the 20 fragrances out of the box. So it's a matter of taste. If you don't like my taste, probably you're not going to like the kits. But let me tell you this, if you don't know this already, my favorite fragrances go into the regular kit. The mystery box are new releases, so I'm not always selecting my favorite fragrances to go in there. And also the fact that these are very new releases, I don't have much experience with the fragrances themselves. So that's how the mystery box is. Mystery box is typically brand spanking new releases from the last year to 2 years. We've snuck in a few fragrances here and there that were a little older, but those are ones that I knew that I wanted to get out there. But the majority of the time, mystery box is going to be brand spanking new releases. So 20 samples. Again, the feedback has been really great. A few folks didn't like the fragrances. And again, I'll say this, if you don't like my taste, maybe don't buy this kit, because typically I'm working with brands that I know and have experience with, and I know the fragrances they launch. So if you've been watching the channel here, you probably have heard of some of the fragrances or the brands that I am featuring in the kits. Of course, I'm trying to find newer brands. There was 2 brands that I wanted to feature in this last kit. Unfortunately, their samples didn't arrive on time. They'll be moved to the next kit. And the next kit will be the same quantity as this mystery box. I'm talking about mystery box now because we do have a regular Scent Club kit launching much sooner than the next mystery box. Stay tuned for that. But the next mystery box, number 4, will be the same quantity. And again, it'll sell out really fast. I'm going to hope to do another 20 fragrances. But I feel like the magazine added a lot of extra work, so we'll hold off on that. Probably we'll do just a kit like this. And the last time we did these shipped as is. We'll see if we're going to put them in the priority, but those are big enough that you have to do priority. But again, I'm sorry if you didn't like the fragrances or you didn't find any that you liked, but a lot of the messages I also received where a lot of folks did enjoy the fragrances. And of course, the one that really stood out was one person was buying 18 of the 20 fragrances, which is really, really amazing. And they kept contacting me and asking me for codes or discount codes if I had them. But just to give you a little math, if you went online and went to some of the sample stores, BDK's 312 SAINT-HONORE, which is, where is it? Is right here. If you went and bought it at a sample store, like a decanting sample store, I got these off of a store. I won't name who it is, but one of the big popular ones. So $8.99 for a 2 ml sample here. And then if you added Francesca Bianchi's Encounters, which is also in the kit, it's $14.99 for a 2 ml. KALAJ's Delizia Oscura is $12.99. And then L'Orchestre actually, when you do those, you're already at $49.96, and that's only 4 samples at 2 ml each. So you're going to pay around $50, actually more, $49.96, because the mystery box was $49. And you're only ending up for 4, and you don't know if you're going to like them or not because you've never smelled them, and that's how you're sampling them. Here, you ended up with 20 samples, and not all of them were 2. I mean, we had a few in there that were larger and you know, nice beefy samples. So you ended up with a nice value here, and it's a great way to discover mostly new fragrances, I think, this mystery box. Again, the mystery box has been a hit, a big hit. I can't believe how fast it sells out. We're not increasing the quantity in the next kit, but we are in the following one. We'll do a big drop on the next one, which means a lot more work for us here. So let me go over the discount codes here on the mystery boxes. So CRA-YON has offered 15% off. All the discount codes and the links are in the info box. And again, I'll tell you if I don't have codes for each for the ones, and hopefully by the time the video airs, there will be, or in the future there will be links added to the video and also the website. So CRA-YON's Caramel Days is very caramelly vanillic, super delicious gourmand. Check it out if you don't know it. I'm surprised how people ended up loving NOEME Paris's Kalahari Extreme, which is a really, really great woody musky fragrance. There's a 25% off on that one. It's in the info box if you're looking for one of those fragrances. ELECTIMUSS London's Cupid's Kiss is offering 10% off and a free 10 ml while supplies last. The 10 ml is while supplies last, but the 10% off will be always. I always use recycled paper, by the way. Waiting on a discount code for NESHAMA's Souls on Fire. Stay tuned for that. Hopefully I'll get that up very soon. But it's a great musky fragrance, a kind of animalic. Really great. Really love that one. But the one here from CALAJ, DELIZIA OSCURA, is featuring a 10% off code linked in the info box. You can go and buy it. That one, I believe, is at Lucky Scent, and the code's in the info box, obviously, if you're going to take advantage of that code. So ORMAIE Paris 1812. So far, everything except for Delizia Oscura have been at the brand's own websites, except for NESHAMA, which we don't have a link yet, but it'll be directly off of the brand's website. Delizia Oscura was from SCENTCLUB. This next one from ORMAIE is a 15% off discount code over at ZGO Perfumery. And then the same thing with BDK SAINT-HONORE, 312 SAINT-HONORE I should say, and that's over at ZGO Perfumery once again. The other thing I've noticed is some of the fragrances were out of stock, well, which I'll get to. And I heard that the KAYALI sandalwood fragrances were out of stock. Is this true? I'm still waiting on the discount code for Silk Santal and Velvet Santal. So hopefully I'll have that linked in the box here and on the website very soon. But this is one of the fragrances that's out of stock, Caramelo Vanilla. There is a 20% off code. And with the Caramelo Vanilla 20% off code, you can use it on the entire brand and most of the website that I've linked to, and it's the So Avant-Garde website, by the way. Same thing with this next one. It's Plume Impressions Onda d'Oro, this one right here. This is kind of a soft suede leather, same website, it's 20% off. The code's in the info box and the link is as well. And then we've got Gravel's Evolution, this one right here. This was a very soapy aldehydic fragrance. And once again, we've got a 20% off and a discount code is in the info box with the link. So we're waiting on a code or a link for Iris Palladium. It's a Les Eaux Primordiales. And so currently you can go buy it at Ministry of Scent. There's no discount code there. But I'll put a link in the info box. But again, Ministry of Scent doesn't offer discount codes, but it is linked there. Maybe they'll send you some samples along with it. But then we've got Pelagos from the House of Parfums Dusita, waiting on a link and a discount code for that one. Sarah Baker's Peaches Revenge. There is a discount code, it's 10% off. It's linked in the info box, but the problem is I believe that fragrance is sold out. Unbelievably popular fragrance there, so it's interesting that that fragrance has taken off as it has. It's a nice fruity fragrance. The next fragrance is L'Orchestre Parfum Mono Cashmere, this one right here. This one is linked to ZGO Perfumery, it's 15% off. And unfortunately, the brands offer different discount codes, and you can't get the same for each brand. Or sometimes it's the retailer or the distributor. But the next one is Francesca Bianchi's Encounters, which is a nice woody fragrance. I don't have a code or a link for that yet, but soon, hopefully. This next one is Reine de Saba's Beauté de Reine, this one right here. Now, we've already featured Reine de Saba in a last mystery box, and what they are doing is giving a full, complete discovery set of their entire range if you buy a bottle. But what you have to do is add the bottle in your cart, and also add a discovery set in the cart, and when you're checking out, use the code which is in the info box, and you get the entire sample set. It's a lot, like 15, 16, maybe even 17 fragrances right now. You get the whole discovery set or the sample set of the fragrances. Waiting on a discount code for ESTORAS Antal, this one right here. That one is a nice woody, spicy, aromatic, maybe a little ambery, dry down as well, fragrance, leaning on the masculine side. And then last but not least, we've got a discount code here for Day 3's BANI. So take advantage of those codes right now. They're all linked in the info box. And again, as I said, I will do my best to put more discount codes in the info box here if I get them or when I get them. But they'll definitely be updated on the website as well, which is linked in the info box where the product lives. When we first dropped the product, we didn't put any names. There are names there now, and the brands and fragrances that I have codes and links to are all in that product page now as well. Other than that, I think that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the kit. Do let me know which fragrances you enjoyed the most out of the kit. Again, the mystery box kits are new releases, not necessarily my favorites. The original kits are my favorites, of course, and I've got a great kit that's being put together for the next original Scent Club kit, which is number 10. And if it all works correct, all 3 of the fragrances in the next kit will be all extrait de parfum. So long-lasting, intense, concentration fragrances for the next 3. So I'm hoping we've definitely settled in on 2, for sure. The third one is getting settled on as we speak, or as I speak to you guys now. And if all goes well, all 3 will be extrait de parfum, really highly concentrated fragrances, so stay tuned for that drop very, very soon. If not this month, it'll be next month, but sometimes I can't coordinate the fragrances in advance, and it takes some time to coordinate these fragrances. So what I've started doing is now I'm coordinating a lot of the fragrances for future kits in advance rather than wait till last minute, since this has been you know, a very interesting project that I started 2.5 years ago that I'm, well, no, actually it's 2 years ago now. Although it started happening 2.5 years ago, it launched 2 years ago now. But anyway, exciting stuff, great fragrances coming up. And again, the next original Scent Club kit will drop soon, if not this month, next month. So stay tuned for that. And again, do let me know which fragrances you like from the mystery box. Number 3, I want to find out if a lot of you hated all the samples, or maybe I don't think you'll you know, ever like every single one of them. But that one person that messaged me and said they're buying 18 of the bottles out of the 20, I was surprised. That's really, really amazing. Anyway, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please do list below. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.